Hi everyone, welcome back in the next part of the NodeJS series. And आज का हमारा वीडियो होने वाला है on the concept of callbacks and why it is important for asynchronous programming. If you are not aware about what is asynchronous programming and how it works, then you can do check out through clicking on I button where I have made a separate video on this, and I will provide the link in video's description also. So let's not waste the time and get started. So let's talk about what are the callbacks. चलिए समझते हैं callbacks आखिर है क्या. Callbacks are nothing but those functions which passes as an argument to other functions जो कि execute होता है after the completion of an asynchronous operation. This is a fundamental base in JavaScript and NodeJS because NodeJS को बनाया इसलिए गया था कि this can handle non-blocking and asynchronous operations. Now let's see कि callbacks work कैसे करते हैं.
Suppose we have a requirement to read a file from our system, then we will write our code something like this. First of all, we will import file module at the top of the program. Const fs require fs. And then we will call our function something like this way, read file, which will require three things like file path, like suppose we want to read a file like server.js, then encoding utf-8, and third one which is a callback function जो कि execute होगा after reading file. If everything is not fine with the code or something like it could be with or file or anything, then it will pass as a first argument error, which is also called error first callback. Something went wrong while reading the file. And then return. If everything is fine, then it passed as a second argument data, something like this, console.log, file reading is successful data. So let's execute this file and let's see what the output will be look like. Node callbacks.js. See, there was nothing wrong with our code, and we have our function is like able to read the file that we have passed as a server.js. So yeah.
So as we seen, instead of blocking the execution of our code while waiting for one task to finish, our program is working in an asynchronous nature as it uses callbacks to let our program keep running. And that is a fundamental concept of Node.js. But इसका एक drawback है. Do you know what it is? वो ये है कि the moment when we need to develop a complex application where it will require to use callbacks in a nested way to perform heavy operations, then ये हमारे कोड को कुछ ऐसा बना देगा which is looking similar to a pyramid structure, and that problem is called callback hell. जहाँ पर scalability और performance तो छोड़ो, it will make our code more complex to understand or maintain. But there is a solution for this problem, like we can split our code into multiple functions that perform sub-operations. But उससे भी अच्छा एक solution है by using promises and async and await, which we will discuss in detail in our next video. Let's discuss why callbacks are important to use. और इसके दो reasons हैं. पहला, callbacks allow our code to execute other tasks in the meantime while waiting for one task to finish. And दूसरा, callbacks allow our code to execute operations asynchronously, making our code non-blocking, and which is a core feature of the NodeJS for handling large-scale concurrent connections. I hope you understood the concept of callbacks and how it impacts our application in terms of scalability and performance. We will discuss promises and how it is different from callbacks in our next video. Thank you for watching, and video अच्छा लगा हो तो subscribe जरूर कर लेना to get regular updates for upcoming videos on NodeJS series. See you in the next video. Bye bye.